For those of you guys that have been shooting on GoPro for a while and you're quite competent with different, I guess, camera angles and, using the camera, this is a tutorial which is suited towards you guys. What's up guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Jake Rich. For those of you guys that are new around here, this channel is all about travel, creativity and inspiration, and I want to say a huge shout out to the boys at Breakfast Shirts for hooking me up with their latest creation. These are my buddies, Mark and Sam. They have this clothing company. They're not sponsoring me in any way, shape or form, but if anyone in the comments is like, dude, where's the shirt from? It's a Breakfast Shirt. Regular viewers of this channel will know that last November I was fortunate enough to travel to the Maldives to host a boot camp. We all came from different countries, 10 different places. Club Med Carney, the destination, a boot camp for the creators. 4 days, 3 nights. Different challenges we all faced. New friendships were created in one damn amazing place. I think the overarching goal with this edit was to make people want to be part of this boot camp in years to come. Because it's the very first time that Club Med had ever held something like this. So yeah, the overarching goal was to make it lustful, like Fire Fest. I wanted to make a point with this edit that I didn't use any flashy After Effects transitions like zooms or rotations, even though I do think they're really cool and there's a great time and place to use them. But with this edit, I just wanted to cut, and I think for beginner editors, or even if you're super advanced, it's still nice to just get back and coming back to basics and choosing shot selection. When I'm searching for music as well, here's a point. I always skip through to find those ebbs and flows, those soft, sort of gentle sections of a track, but also I'll also look at like the drop, and if one of those parts of the song is amazing, I'll download it. Coming back to the edit, it's all cuts. When you look at this timeline, when you look at this storyboard, it is just cutting. Here is my music. Here is my audio sweepers. So if I just solo on this, there's just like low end stuff that fills the scape of sound, so that when someone is watching this as a body of work, they're not just getting visuals. Audio, 50%. Gotta think audio, guys. When we come down through here and we look at some of the other parts of the audio, I'll go into and I'll solo this. Ooh. So you can see that, like, if we just take the song away from this, places. Wind. It's kind of weird, but it's starting to tell that story. It's filling out those other parts of this edit. Simple cutting, making sure that I'm finding the right part of the track, making sure that I'm picking out the best, selecting the best scenes which flow. We all came from different countries, 10 different places. Club Med Carney, the destination, a boot camp for the creators. 4 days, 3 nights. Different challenges we all faced. New friendships were created in one damn amazing place. Now me, just being my inner poet, wanted to make sure it was like, that's just how I like to write, That's just a part of me as a creator. You don't have to do that. They didn't like that either. When we come down to the final edit, let's go to the final edit, which was changed even further. I'll just silence on audio here so you guys can hear what they preferred. We came from Asia Pacific, from 10 different places, meeting for the first time in the Maldives. Content creation boot camp at Club Med Carney. 4 days, 3 nights, different challenges, new friendships in one amazing place. They just wanted a little bit more direct. They didn't like the artistry side of that. You'll find that with corporate brands. Like, I'm in a position now where they kind of came to me asking me to creative direct it. So that's how I would work. You know, they liked it, but they wanted to change it. More than happy to change it. At the end of the day, it's a product that they're paying for. But when I'm showcasing my work, like, I'm showcasing me as a creator, and I'm keeping the flow because that's part of JR. I also used a lot of sound in this first like 15 seconds, and the reason why I did that, part of me is like, it's a bit too intense. But the other part of me is like, I know what's going on social media, so I want to try and capture an audience's attention in that first 15 seconds.
We all came from different countries.
So I've got those like tiny little things you can see in here. They're just like little pops. It's just a click button, there you go, from Epidemic Sound. So again, the beauty of having audio libraries at your dispense, you can just quite quickly, I can just jump into Epidemic, I can search like typewriter or typing SFX. If you add SFX, it's just a little easier, and it shows, there we go. I have all these matches, data, text, typing, and you can just start to find audio to fill out your project. I think that is imperative, and I think a lot of young creators don't do that. They just don't think about sound nowhere near as much as they should, like I said in that last video. If you want to sign up, I've got affiliate links to MusicBed and also to Epidemic Sound listed in the description of this. I'd love if you could use my affiliate links because that would support me in making this content. It's 2 different clips, and it's swinging 2 different people as well, swinging at different times on the beach, and I just wanted to gel hands. We've got Saki here, and Nicole's holding her hand with the left hand, and then as she rotates round, it snaps there. Just simple, it's so tight, but it's just saying, hey, let's just shoot, it's like, let's do the exact same motion with 2 different people and cut in the middle. Another one here where I've transitioned from up into water and then underwater. Visual, we're outside the water, we're inside the water. Also, for those of you guys wondering how that kind of looks on my timeline, so if I just go in here, I'm not speed ramping, I'm just cutting, then slowing, which is, you know, I've been watching Peter McKinnon tutorials, and I'm sure he's got some way better tutorials on how he is slowing down footage. Up in this little effects tab here, if you right click and you go to time remapping and speed, that's where you'll be able to actually, you know, keep the same clip and zoom in and out of. I'll link his tutorial in this description so you can see that. But the way that I do it is I just cut where the beat is. I'm cutting on the beat, so, or even just like, I didn't even cut on the beat. I'm just cutting to a point in time that I want to freeze, and then I'm right clicking on that section of the footage and I'm going speed duration, and we are changing it to 25%. So it goes from, if I check the speed duration, if I check the speed duration here, 100%, and then it goes to 25%. The thing is, it's like a bit, for the naked eye, they can't really tell, but for those like pro editors will be like, bro, you can't just cut, it's janky. Look, I can do what I want. Part of my reasoning, part of my thinking when I am making like really fast cut clips is I want the viewer to go back and watch the content again so that they see more things. Like if they miss something on the first view, especially on social content, you know, I want them to watch it 2 or 3 times. That's how that's why I like doing those fast, choppy cut clips. You know, it's not a slow paced thing. It's like a action pack. We had an amazing 4 days. This is the 60-second version of it. Watch it a couple of times. I hope that you want to come next year. This final segment here, we'll have a look at the final segment here. What happened with this segment is that I'd actually shot a bunch of vertical video on GoPro. I don't know if you guys have done that, but if you're ever shooting for stories, whenever I publish GoPro stories on my Instagram, it always looks way better if I've shot on the GoPro as opposed to my phone camera. So on the new Hero 7, the user experience has been updated so that when you do rotate the camera, it's now going to be in 16:9 and you can record in 16:9. You can also select an exact amount of 15 seconds. So we can talk about that in another video, but like, yeah, click the video, you can record 15 seconds, it's got a countdown timer, it'll count at the front of the screen as well. I had a bunch of really fun Instagram story content that I didn't shoot in 9:16, but it was fundamental to this story, so I wanted to incorporate it. So that's where this little segment came in, and I just split the screens. They're all like 9/16 broken into 3 ways. If you guys have any questions about anything that we've gone through in this video, please feel free to drop me a comment below. I'm always up for answering any of your questions, but I think if there's anything that you can take out of this video, it's the importance of audio. And this week I've kind of just been harping on about it. You saw it in my last video. If you haven't checked that, then click up in the card there. I start with audio. I look at audio quite tightly and just spending time on those finer little details where you're looking at clips more analytically. How can we blend certain clips together that work just harmoniously? I'm using words that I've never used before. But if you have liked this video, do punch the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel, you can turn post notifications on. And I'll see you guys on Sunday. Every Sunday, every week. Yeah. Peace.